Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Hey.
Is that from?
Oh, hey, Joe. So, guess what?
What?
Did you know there's a phone number you can call right now and get on the awesome hit show Not Qualified?
You're joking.
I know, you're Joe.
I've been wanting to get on that show forever.
I know. Me too. Well, now there's a number you can call and you can. If you call 918-268-6337 and leave a voicemail, you'll be on the show. And anyone can do this. If they leave a voicemail of, say, a movie they want us to talk about, or maybe they want just to ask a question or say something funny and it get played on the show, well, guess what? You just got to call 918-268-6337 and you'll be on.
Right on.
Yeah. How's that for an intro?
That's awesome. Hey, what's your favorite condiment?
My favorite condiment's probably honey mustard.
Well, that's stupid. Because it should be ketchup.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Not Qualified. This week we're just going to talk about some movies we've seen since the last episode. That's why it's a catch-up episode. Isn't that right, Joe?
Yeah. Are there people that say Katsup?
Katsup?
Do you say?
Not around here.
I mean, you don't say Katsup. I've been here for a while. Be weird.
That doesn't.
was the
You
one
don't know
thing.
that I don't say
You're
that.
right.
How often do we talk about ketchup?
I don't know that I can remember you ever saying the word.
Yeah.
So
So you don't know,
you're right.
and it's a terrible condiment. It's bottom wrong. It's D tier. Ketchup.
It's just sweet tomato.
Yeah, it's gross. It's like
It's
sugar.
really sweet.
Yeah,
But it's good.
it's okay.
I mean, I'll eat it.
I'll put it on a burger.
Fries.
Here's the thing: little kids have ruined ketchup for me. The way that they put it on everything and just eat it with their
It just
hands.
smells.
It just smells so
It
gross.
smells
It's
so
disgusting.
gross.
Makes me never want it. That's why I only like mustard, because it hurts children.
Yeah.
You know, they don't like it.
Yeah. Anyways, the movies that we watched recently.
So, okay, here's one to start out.
Okay.
Has anybody out there seen Nightcrawler?
Yes.
Oh, hey, thanks, audience member. Well, that's a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal that I watched. I've been wanting to see it for a while. I watched it the other night for the first time. And that's pretty good. All right, next movie. No, it was really good. You saw it first.
Yes, I watched it a while ago. Yeah, no, I liked it.
Yeah, and my brain went to like Taxi Driver. You know, it's like felt like a movie very similar to Taxi Driver or even Joker. Something you're just basically following a dude with serious mental issues for an hour and a half while he does things that just very sociopathic things. And then the premise of the movie, if you've not seen it, Jake Gyllenhaal plays a sociopath who kind of gets roped into. Apparently, there are people who go around with cameras in the middle of the night and have police scanners, and they just show up at crime scenes and film gruesome, grisly footage to try to sell it to news channels. This is a real thing people do. So the movie's about him, a sociopath, getting caught up in that world and trying to just make as much money as possible. And he kind of starts getting more and more morally repugnant as it goes. He starts doing things that are more and more like kind of framing situations or even framing parts of crimes. Or, spoiler alert, it gets to the point where he's actually actively trying to put people in harm's way to get better footage. So anyway, it was a good movie and I'm very uncomfortable. Basically the entire runtime. How did you feel about Nightcrawler?
I liked it. Good movie. Next.
Okay, cool. What have you seen since the last time we talked?
We watched Sinister.
We did. The horror movie, Sinister.
And I've seen it again. I've seen it already. I really liked the movie. I think it's a really good horror movie.
I did too. I hadn't seen it somehow, and I thought it was really well made. It had some good cinematography. I mean, we were complaining the whole time about how dark it was, so there was that aspect of it. Yeah. But as far as the way it was shot and edited, I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Concept-wise, I think it's a lot of fun.
It was really scary, and I'll tell you what, I liked it up. I liked everything about it up until the end.
You didn't like the end?
Oh, I liked the end as far as the story was concerned. I didn't like the last 4 frames. it's zoom in on the box and it's slowly zooming out.
Oh, and
then there's a random jump scare for no reason, like a 2009 YouTube video.
I forgot about that.
It was stupid.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
I like the research scene in this movie, as opposed to a normal horror movie.
Yeah, because every horror movie has a research scene.
He just said, you do it. And then he got somebody else to do it for him.
Yeah.
And that was the research
scene. It's funny because you have to have one for some reason.
Yeah.
And he just kind of offloaded it to a side character. So I forgot to give Nightcrawler a score, but first, what was your score of Sinister?
Sinister, 36.
38. We're always pretty close.
Yeah.
All right, Nightcrawler. I probably around the same 35.
I was going to say like 32.
Yeah. Okay, another movie that I watched just last night that you were not there with me to watch was Lights Out. Have you seen Lights Out?
Which is a movie I've been wanting to watch for a long time.
Yeah, because it's made by David F. Sandberg, the dude who, he made the Lights Out. He made a short YouTube short film with the concept of Lights Out, and then entered it into a festival, and then got picked up and made a feature length. Now he's a big director. He made Shazam, Annabelle. I don't know what else he's done. But Lights Out, I had never seen it. So I watched it last night, and it was really good. And it was also short, which I liked. It was an hour, 20 minutes.
Oh, good.
Did not overstay its welcome. It took the premise as far as it could. It didn't try to milk it, because that's a premise where you do the same thing. You do it 3 times. You have lights go on and off a couple times, and there's a monster, and then it's like, okay, I get the point, wrap it up.
Yeah.
And it sort of did. But I'd give that one a 29.
All right, I'm going to give it a predicted score of 31.
All right, we'll see how that adds up whenever you watch it. What else have we seen recently?
I watched the first half of Mortal Kombat.
How was that?
On HBO Max. It wasn't bad. I fell asleep.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So the first half, I'd give like a, 40.
Cool. How do we do that? If you give the first half a number and the second half a different number, do you average them? Or can a second half be so bad that it completely changes the first half?
I think it's up to the viewer's interpretation.
I agree. Cool. Glad we got that settled.
Objective and subjective change.
What else have I seen since? Oh, I'm halfway through The Searchers, John Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, or did I finish it? Ooh. It's a movie I watched in chunks, like during my lunch break, because it was just one of those, like I started it one night and fell asleep, and so then I watched it in 20-minute chunks over the course of a week, and I don't remember if I finished it. But it was good. That's all I have to say about that.
Cool. I rewatched Saving Silverman.
Okay, I've never seen that.
It's a comedy movie from the 2000s. It's got Jason Biggs, Steve Zahn, and Jack Black, and Arlie Ermey. And,
Arlie, my man. He's from Briscoe County Jr.
Here's the thing. I remember watching it as a kid. First of all, Mom, why'd you let me watch that? 2, it wasn't good.
What,
on a rewatch?
Really?
Yeah.
Just wasn't?
It was just bad. It had some decent jokes.
Oh.
But it wasn't very good.
What was something I rewatched Titanic recently. Wait, give a score to that.
Probably like a 68.
Oh. Well, I rewatched Titanic the other night. Well, let me rephrase. I rewatched the second half of Titanic. So, the interesting part. And it's a good movie. Something I paid attention to more the second time were the effects. Because the outside shots of the ship are CGI. It was like early CGI. Mm-hmm. And it looks really good. And then also... I had another thought about that movie. Oh, the sets were probably so expensive. But yeah, Titanic, second half, good stuff.
I'm not going to say anything on it, but we both watched Life on Mars, the TV show.
Yes, but we're going to do an episode.
It's doing its own episode, so that later. I watched Invincible, the show.
Yes, I haven't seen it yet. I've been wanting to.
I really liked it a lot, as opposed to The Boys. Amazon likes.
It likes that concept, I guess, because it's done it twice. Although both were based on the comic.
Yeah, 2 different properties it's taking. So I don't know. Maybe they just liked it so much the first time they decided to find something else.
Well, it worked.
It was written by Robert Kirkman, who wrote The Walking Dead, the original comic.
Oh, okay. Series. Not to be confused with Robert Kurtzman.
No.
Who is probably a cousin of Gary Kurtzman. Gary Kurtz, who's a producer of Star Wars. Right? Isn't Gary Kurtz the guy that produced The New Hope?
Is it Kurtz or Katz?
Speaking of Katz, I still have not seen that movie.
Who's Claudia Katz? Why am I remembering that name?
I don't know. You should Google it.
Anyways, Invincible, I'd give like an 18.
Well, we're pretty high. As far as TV shows, I've been watching Star Trek Next Generation. Got to catch up on my namesake. So I'm doing that. Who's Claudia Katz? Did you figure it out?
Futurama.
Okay, cool. So I've been watching Star Trek Next Generation. I'm on season 3 now, and it's getting better and better as it goes. You know, it's what you hear the phrase, the show has to grow its beard, you know, in reference to Next Generation. It's like when the show gets good, because when Riker gets a beard, the show gets good. It is getting better and better as it goes. So there's not much more I can say except that it's good. Well, also, because I just saw it, Arrival. I watched Arrival for the first time.
Yes, it's a good movie.
I loved it. Really loved it. It was like Lovecraftian. Almost like horror.
Weird.
Yeah, in many parts. I loved how it only shows... it basically shows everything from Amy Adams' perspective. You don't see the spaceship until she sees it.
Yeah.
Anyway, really, really good. Arrival, I would give an 18.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 24.
Cool.
Yeah.
Star Trek Next Generation so far gets a 22. And then I'm also watching Wild Wild Country, the documentary.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen it.
I've only ever seen the first episode.
Okay, well.
Or the first hour. Whatever. I don't remember if it's an hour or...
Yeah, each episode's an hour.
It's an episode?
Yeah, it's episodic.
Okay, so the first episode.
No.
Cool.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Whack.
Real whack.
I don't know that I've seen anything else since our last catch-up.
I've definitely seen something, but I can't remember what it was. I rewatched Superman. The original Richard Donner Superman, 1978. I was rewatching it with Caitlin. That's a good movie. That is a solid movie still. And I love the effects, the practical effects.
Yeah.
Love it. Anything else you've seen recently?
I don't think so. I have a bad memory.
You know who else has a bad memory?
Who?
The people listening to this episode, because they already forgot the phone number they're supposed to call.
What number?
918-268-6337. And leave us a voicemail, and maybe you'll catch us. Wait, no. Maybe you'll catch yourself on the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.